Hey, Thatch here. This week we're going over the IGN Nintendo Life Top 100 Nintendo Games list and Pokemon's role in that and what games we think might have been better. Other than that, next week, be aware there won't be a normal episode. There's going to be a very special episode where me, myself, Jushiro, and Linian I'll go over what it's like to be a Pokemon fan visiting Japan. So if you have plans, you might be able to know what to hit and what not to hit. But before we get on to everything else, just if you could like, subscribe, comment wherever you listen to the show, it helps us out. And for those of you in the United States, we wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. But with that, guys, let's get to the episode and puckle up for another exciting hour and a half of Pucklicious goodness.
And now, coming to you live from atop the Lavender Town Radio Tower, it's the one, the only, PokeQuiz.
It's Puckle! Puckle! It's Puckle! Puckle! Pokemon Underground Champions League, oh yeah! Puckle! Puckle.
Welcome to another episode of the Puckle Podcast. I'm your host, Trainer Thatch, here today with my spectacular co-host. We've got the one and only Lord Jushiro.
Some say happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Oh yeah, that's coming up. I keep forgetting that that's like this week. There was for various reasons. I do feel like I've lost 6 weeks of my life, but that's a completely different aside. But also we have Sharkfinnagan.
Hello.
Welcome to the Puckle Podcast. Puckle, of course, standing for the Pokemon Underground Champions League, a nonsensical name we came up with in 2007, where we talk everything Pokemon from the trading card game to the video game to everything in between. Yeah, I'm excited to be here. There's been a lot going on in the Pokemon sphere, especially this week, actually. There was a good amount of news. They just been like hitting us every week.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it's all gas, no breaks right now with that. So
yeah.
I guess they're trying to cram everything in before Pokemon Get Day.
Well, they're trying to get everything. They're trying to get a lot of the game stuff done, I think, before the holidays. Then I think what's going to be crazy to me is like we're probably going to have like a 1 month slowdown, and then things are probably just going to keep ramping up, and then Pokemon Day will happen. Yeah. I mean, I'm actually I'm super excited for Pokemon Day this year. I need to sit down with a lot of you guys in like the Puckle staff. Because I want to come up. Pokemon Day's on a Friday this year, or in 2026.
Interesting. Okay.
And I plan on taking that day off. And I'm gonna do some content, but like I really want to like build a day of just events in the Puckle Discord server, where we're doing like real-time tournament or something, plus I don't know. I want to have like a lot of fun, like just a day full of events where we're all just hanging out on the Puckle server.
We can put some Pokemon, maybe we can put some Pokemon show or movie. Yeah. Just running and
I think that would definitely be part of it. I would definitely be part of it.
I would take my day off for that. I have like 1,000 days off from work that I never use.
I think it would be a blast. We get some streams going. Maybe we have like different things going on. So maybe you don't want to join in the tournament, but maybe you want to hang out and watch the Pokemon anime with some other people. Maybe we should have both those things going. I don't know yet. I'm just like, I'm so excited because one, it's also the 30th anniversary, which is sick. And we're going to, that's big. And we're going to have a lot of fun doing that. So yeah, just something to think about for everybody, you know? Actually, you've listened to this part of the show because it's the intro and I force you to. I would just really, really like to know if you guys want to do anything. So you can always like drop that in the Discord or in the email or something like that at puclpodcast@gmail.com. Our Discord, by the way, pucklediscord.com. A lot of people seem to ask that question. Where is your Discord? They never look in the show notes, or you obviously don't listen to the mailbag. When that happens.
Show notes, descriptions, everywhere. Yeah,
it's everywhere. That's like one of the number one questions we get. That's why for the longest time before I took them out, we had like little mid-roll ads of myself going, "This is where you can come and hang out with us on the Discord." was because we used to get that question a lot. But yeah, no, if you guys have ideas about what kind of things you would like to see on Pokemon Day, let us know. I'm more than open to like working with you guys. I'm gonna have to form like a small little subcommittee for this, and I think we're gonna have a really, really good time. But yeah, have you guys been up to anything fun Pokemon wise lately? I don't know that I have actually. I might have been boring this week.
AC baby.
AZ, have you beat or ZA?
Yes, I'm sorry, CA. I haven't beaten yet. I'm currently in rank C. So
okay, so you're getting close to the end.
Yeah, you're getting about there.
Yeah. My next battle is with
you're in the ramp up stage.
I forgot his name. The guy from that Mafia boss dude. That's the dude.
The Rust Syndicate. The Rust Syndicate. Yeah.
Right. So that's why I stopped there. But I've been enjoying it a lot. I really have.
The game's a good time. The game is a good time.
It definitely is. It is a good time, and it's a good, much just like Legends, the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I see the potential of it in the future. Where I love this mechanics, I love the battle system. It needs a lot of obviously polishing and fixes and changes, but I can see how that could be a potential, like, I can see, just like when Legends came out and I was like, this is what a open world Pokemon would feel like. This is where I felt like, this is what an active battle system for Pokemon would feel like. All in all, I've been enjoying it. It's a solid, like, I'm not giving my rating on this. I'm giving it a solid 8. I really like it.
My opinion on the battle, I feel
like the game sets. So
yeah, I think the battle system is like pretty close to what I would want for in Scarlet and Violet when they had the Let's Go mechanic that we all forgot about.
Oh yeah.
I think it would be a really good like upgrade to that, the Let's Go mechanic. I kind of hope they do that. So maybe you can like go smack a wild Pokemon real quick or something. You send your Pokemon out and you tell it to use like X move or whatever, and you get the AoE from like Earthquake or something even.
Yeah.
But then if you want to, you can enter a traditional turn-based battle, right?
Right.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think that's the way it should kind of be handled from here on out.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, there's just a lot of little things they did in this game, which are just like the little polishes that is like, please keep going. These are good. You brought them back. Keep them there. Shiny sound, shiny sparkle, all that. Like, keep those.
Shiny sound. I do like that the alphas also seem like they're going to be a mainstay in the Legends franchise.
I think they're great. Yeah, love alphas.
Yeah, I think alphas are just cool. I really love the way they were also implemented in ZA rather than and then Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus made them too scary, I think. And this game made them feel a lot. No. And then, well, I don't know if you're at the Pyroar yet, but I don't know if you have Wild Zone 17 yet. Just wait for that one.
Yeah. Yeah, you should be. You actually, I think you're right there. You should have access.
Right there,
You just got access to Wild Area 17.
Yeah.
Go in there. Have fun.
Yeah.
That Houndoom got me a few times to the point where I'm like legit.
Just wait, Jushiro. Walk into 17. Walk into Wild Area 17.
And oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
It's
that
insane.
That's like the roughest one. Yeah, by far.
That's awesome.
It makes the Houndoom look like a Houndour.
Yeah.
Just like a little pup.
I never spent much time in the one with the Houndoom because I think I like went in it and I caught all the Pokemon in the area very quickly. And then like I did catch the Alpha Houndoom. I just like ran in there real quick and caught it at one point, but it was later in the game.
Right.
And I've heard so many people just being like, this is impossible. This is impossible. I'm like, I don't know. I just like got it, you know? I got it. I don't know.
I know.
Very, very annoying and hard sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes you get lucky, and I don't disagree. That's one of the areas I didn't spend as much time in, but I think it's more so just the Pokemon in that area is like, you kind of get the one or two, and it's like, but none of them have like caught my eye of like, I want to go back and shiny hunt that, or get more of this, kind of thing. I mean, obviously the temptation of some of the later game areas is like a lot more fun. Some of the cooler, they have more of the cooler Pokemon in those.
How's the end game, by the way?
Non-existent.
Okay, good to know. Glad I'm taking my time.
Taking your time is fine right now. There is it's more towards building to get some of the the legend, like the box arts and other legends, but it's it's still it's not bad. It's just not a lot. It's not super deep.
Yeah.
You still get to do, you still grind. Yeah.
It's a Kalos game.
A lot. It's a lot of grinding, but grinding battles to get shiny charm.
It's a Kalos game.
I mean, it happened with X and Y too. There was no post game in X and Y. It was
X and Y had the one story. You did have the storyline in X and Y.
You've got a very small storyline in the post game here as well. That's about it. Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Good to know that.
Yeah. So I wouldn't worry about it at all. But yeah. All right.
Yep. Actually, honestly, you slow rolling it is probably good because you won't have to deal with the grind that I think most of us have to get the shiny charm.
Yeah.
It'll just organically happen for you.
Yeah.
Because in order to get it is
try to do all the side quests that I can, try to catch all the Pokemons in the available fields that I have right now. So I'm taking my sweet time on it. I don't want to rush to
you
the
need
end
1,000 battles to get the shiny charm, basically.
I'm sure I'm over halfway there.
If you're over 500 battles, then you're way fast.
You're ahead of me.
You spend a lot of time. You spend a lot more time than most people have. Which is awesome.
There was one, I don't remember which one. I think it's after the second round of Megas, where I did not advance any rank. I just consistently during the day was trying to catch Pokemon and completing side quests, and at night just fought, not caring that I reached my limit for the next, just to level up the current Pokemon that I was working on. So yeah, I've been there was a point where I did a lot of matches without even ranking.
Good. Well, that's good. That already helps you out for sure.
Yeah,
because I think
I
would say the average player does about 300 to 400 by the time they get to be what do I need to do to get the shiny charm? Beat the game and everything else. It's oh crap, I have to grind this much now.
Yeah.
So at least you don't have to grind as far. That's good.
Yeah.
That basically means you buy the DLC, you do the DLC, and you're just oh, shiny charm, sweet.
Yep.
Nice. When is that coming out, by the way?
The DLC, December 10th. It's almost here.
It's almost here. Good.
Okay. December 10th.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
We did get some tiny news about that.
Yeah, which is a great segue. Yeah. We're going to kick it on over then to the news. Welcome to the news. In the news, we've got a few things to talk about. First and foremost, Mega Zeraora was announced this week.
He looks cool.
Yeah, he is a Mega in the Pokemon Mega Dimension DLC that's coming out for Pokemon Legends ZA in a couple weeks, actually, 2 or 3 weeks now.
Yep.
It is
weeks.
rapidly approaching. Yeah. It is rapid. I love Pokemon DLC at Christmas time. I'm not gonna lie.
DLC is the best thing that came to Pokemon.
DLC is the best thing that came to Pokemon, and anybody who says different doesn't remember third versions. That's all I'm gonna say.
100%. Yeah, you're not alive for third versions. Yep.
Yeah, you don't remember third versions. It's okay. Your opinion doesn't matter. It's fine.
Yeah.
They're just this is just content that should have been post game. I'm yeah, but they probably actually put a little bit more work into it, and this is kind of how companies have been hiding price increases, preventing a $60 game from being an $80 game for the longest time.
Exactly.
Is through this method. But yeah, Mega Zeraora has come out. It is pure electric type, which is meh. It's fine, in that regard.
I mean, it looks excited. It could be dark based off the trailer. I thought for a split second, maybe it could have.
It's a pure electric?
It is pure electric, yeah. Yep. The official website is actually really cool on this. There's some notes that I read on the official website that I found super interesting about it. Being that, so it is the Thunderclap Pokemon. It is an electric type. But underneath it, it says some like weird things that the other megas don't. No more limits. Zeraora has incredibly high aptitude to begin with, but typically it has an internal limiter that works to contain the electrical energy stored within its body. It is thought that Mega Evolution removes this limiter.
And what does that mean?
It just means it's going to have like probably an increased special
It's
attack.
supersonic versus Sonic.
Yeah.
I was saying, well, that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Is it better than Mega Manectric?
It's going to be definitely a bit better than that. Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
and
no,
then,
I mean, it already is better than Mega Manectric to begin with. So
I mean, yeah,
just,
like regular
looks
Zeraora is better than Mega Manectric. I was like,
Okay.
Zeraora with no item is better.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
kind of thing. It's just that much better.
Yeah.
It literally just looks like it's just even more buffed, more attack, more spat, more attack, more speed. It just looks like everything Zeraora wants.
One of the things that I found interesting was this other second note that they put on there, which says getting in sync. Mega Zeraora decides of its own will when it will release its energy and unleashes its full power. Trainers wanting to partner up with Mega Zeraora will need to trust its decision or be so in sync with it that they can match its timing. So I'm wondering if like Mega Zeraora might have like this weird thing, at least in the Legend ZA gameplay, where like it'll just attack automatically when it thinks it should attack. I'm not sure though. Like I'm just wondering if if this means something.
It's possible. I mean, it's one of those things you don't know. Like, is it lore or is it something more? It could be for sure. Like, I mean, there is one little tiny detail they threw in at the very, very bottom of that page where it says getting the mythical Megazora for your team in Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension might be a little difficult. Keep your eyes peeled for a way to encounter it as you play through the DLC.
I just still think it's super interesting to get like a Gen 7 mythical in a Gen 6 like remake-ish type game. Like we got like the 3 Gen 4 mythicals like quote unquote demythicalized in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Which is really cool. I think having, Arceus, Darkrai, and Shaman all demythicalized is a very worthy thing. And BDSP does some of that heavy lifting for us too, by the way, for people who don't know. BDSP gave demythicalized Mew permanently and Jirachi. Just throwing that out
Shiny
there.
Arceus.
Yeah, and Shiny Arceus is unlocked there. But I think I do find it really weird in a game that obviously we're getting Hoopa. We already got Diancie, somewhat demythicalized. Because like I kind of include Pecharunt in like a demythicalized-esque light where it's just a giveaway that's going to be open forever. Same with Diancie. Diancie is going to be in a giveaway that's kind of just open forever. And I think that we're also seeing that with I assume we're going to get some kind of Volcania event as well. Because Volcanion is in the game code. So it's coming. It's coming. Volcanian's happening.
Volcanion and obviously Hoopa.
There's going to be a Mega Volcanion?
I don't know about I don't think a Mega Volcanion. But I do think that we'll get Volcanion, and I think we'll get more of a story than we ever got with Volcanion before, which isn't saying much, but we're going to.
It's a Pokemon.
Yeah, it is a Pokemon.
But
Volcanion,
we got Hoopa. But it might just mean also that demythicalizing Zeraora just means that we're not going to Alola anytime soon, because that's just
I don't think.
Yeah,
I don't
it just
know
means
that
we're just not going there, and it's just like
wait. Zeraora is Gen 7.
Yeah, Zeraora is Gen 7. Yeah.
Holy snap! All this time I thought it was more recent than that. Way more recent.
No, it's Gen 7. Yeah, well, Mythicals like kind of stopped being like a real thing. Like I think the last one that was, because for the longest time, Gen 6 included, we've just had this line of Mythicals that's just like they drop them in the game and then you go see a movie. And granted, from Gen 6 on, those movies were not good. Like they just weren't good.
Were they before?
The first 3 are obviously very good. But that's because the director was doing a lot of substances. No, like quite literally was though. And then
more power to him.
Yeah, and then 4 is pretty bad. I would say 5, it gets okay. 6 is okay. 7's okay. I actually like 7. 8 is definitely pretty good. Do recommend. Thatch did a tier list on stream one day. You can go check that out on the YouTube.
Yeah.
I did a tier list of all the Pokemon movies. I think I made somebody upset. I don't really care.
It's the internet. Someone always.
But my tier list is the definitive tier list, and I think anybody who disagrees is wrong. So just throwing it out there. All right, but yes, this is Zero Aura. We've got other news to talk about. We got some video.
One thing that they did, they did announce, is that season 3 of ZA is coming along.
Yep.
Allowing Zygarde, now restricted to XYZ legends, and Deontay to 1 per team.
Which is kind of good because people could spam a bunch of legends before, although it's still probably going to be Xerneas. Xerneas is still going to be probably the most used on the ranked bit, just because Fairy is very good and it's very hard. There's not many good Fairy counter play, so that's why
I will argue
Xerneas
if you're
just.
I will argue if you're trying to just go to S rank for the Chestnutite, you should just slap in Deontay, because a lot of people like to bring Charizard at the low rank. And Deontay handles all of your dragon type problems and is a good fairy type. And you can you'll just eat Charizard.
And it can do a decent. It can at least attempt to stop the Metagross with Earth Power.
I do also
Earth Power, so you could throw something like that there. So
I also appreciate them, by the way, throwing in the Delphoxite and the Greninja again as well. Greninja can be earned by just reaching rank Y, which means like you entered a rank battle once. And
I was just gonna ask. I completely missed doing the online thing.
And then Delphoxite is earned by reaching rank V. If you wanted to get all 3 of these, Jushiro, it would take you roughly 20 minutes at most.
Fantastic.
It is like
it's really not bad, and you could do it once you have Mega Pokemon. You're more than capable of just doing it. You really don't have to go full on hyper train anything. Yeah, obviously there is there's some benefits to like really EV training, like mostly HP and attack. There's some Pokemon that kind of want speed, but not necessarily. Right. So like getting an Alpha Mega.
Yep.
Throwing in attack or Spatak candy and giving it a stone or a used item, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about Greninja and but how about Chestnut, which will be available at rank?
So they're all 3 of them are available this season. Greninja, you start at rank Z, right? Greninja is earned by reaching rank Y, which is literally you exist and you jumped in a match.
Gotcha. Okay.
Delphoxite is reached. It can be earned by reaching rank V, which is probably a win or 2. And then, or not even a win, just like you played and you knocked out like 3 Pokemon. You didn't even win. You just knocked out 3 Pokemon. And then Chestnut is when you get to rank S. In my experience, what I found is all of the rank S is literally a 3 match thing, which is what I thought this was going to be the entire time. They obviously realized that with Greninja, they kind of messed up and they made the rank K requirement a little too hard.
And I mean, it wasn't. It's not the hardest, but it's just like, it takes about 7 decent games.
7 to 10
to get
for
to
that.
K. Yeah, which is a little bit more when you're just wanting just to grab these and use them on a normal playthrough. I definitely I'm appreciative that they did lower the ranking for sure on those.
Yeah, it's very similar to what they would have done. It's very similar to what they would have done in any other Pokemon game, where anytime that you join a ranked battle or a tournament on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet or something like that, you get the rewards after 3 battles. And that's all it requires. And this is very similar to that. But all right, Jushiro, take us to the next thing.
Of course. The end of the season Pokeball is a Safari Ball, and it runs from November 27 to December 18. DLC Megas are not allowed mid-season. Important note. Now, the Water Terra Gudra is the latest 7-star raid. It obviously has Stab Sipper, EQ for Electric, and Scald. But with no boosting move, it isn't too difficult.
No, I can imagine that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Moving on to Go.
Yeah, I'm looking at the moves
Go
and
is-
everything. Yeah, this is going to be an easier fight for sure. It's just going to be thick, just hard to take down.
Go is you, Shark. That's where we're going next.
All right. So this week, to end this current season of Pokemon Go, we have the Final Justice event, which gives Keldeo its Resolute form, and it'll have a bunch of fighting types available with boosted odds for all the Hitmon family.
Cool.
Plus, you can get like shiny Hisuian Sneasel or Farfetch'd Galarian.
Cool. Into it.
So
Surfetch is such a cool Pokemon that we'll never see again. I'm so sad about that.
Well, we probably are going to get... I bet you we'll get it in this DLC. They already showed
Do you think
Galarian
so?
Mr. Mime. We'll see. I think so.
I don't think Farfetch is going to make it.
They showed Galarian Mr. Mime.
I don't think Farfetch is getting in there. I don't know if Farfetch is getting in.
I think it could.
I would love to. We haven't seen
Galarian form. I think it could.
We haven't seen Obstagoon or Surfetch since Gen 8, so I would love to see them soon.
Yeah, I think there's an opportunity for them. So
okay,
I have no clue, but I think at the very least the door is open to it.
Yeah.
And also, you can do a master research in Pokemon Go to get the shiny Keldeo. So, hey, you want a shiny mythical? There you go.
There's your ticket.
Yep. And this Max weekend, we will have Lugia available to be in the Dynamax raid battles.
That's actually pretty cool.
Pet Community Day is Sunday.
Yay. What a weird community day.
Yeah, Picky Peck. Yeah, that is an interesting one to end it off because in December, it's the whole everything else.
Yeah,
Picky Peck.
The everybody's here.
Yeah,
take us home with
TC has a decent shiny, but yeah.
Yeah. Take us home with the TCG there, Shark.
All right. Ascended Heroes will be the next set and is a special set with new cards and reprints. Woo. It'll release slowly over the first few months of next year, and the pack art replaced Mega Electros with Mega Charizard Y.
Oh, thanks. As if we couldn't find it already. Cool.
Yeah.
I wish I could find Pokemon cards and then I play Pokemon more.
Yeah.
This one's really cool. There's actually like this really cool card for like the N box that's in it that lets you pick up like 3 extra prize cards in a knockout if you meet certain conditions, which I think is really fun.
Oh, that one. Yeah. The one with that's the attendants of N. What are they?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Yeah, they're his sisters actually. There is adopted sisters actually. But yes.
N has sisters?
Yes. Nobody remembers this, but he does. Yeah.
Yes, you see them more in Black White 2, but yes.
Yeah.
I have no recollection.
I think it's Black White 2 more than
they're
Black
like
White,
very
yes,
they're like a blink and you miss it. Yeah.
Then I missed it.
Yeah. All right. So Puckle's Badge Bonanza for November is Pokemon Legends EA Bingo, and I think next month is like a smorgasbord catch-up month. I need to find out because with this year we had like all of the tariff issues. So we didn't make a pin for those of you who got to like a certain number of points. I'm gonna check in with the community group that we have that keeps track of these things and see who did. I do have a bunch of pins that people who probably earned those points don't have sitting in my closet. I have a bunch of Puckle pins, so we might try to see if we can send those out to some of you guys. All right. With that, though, everybody's favorite new part of the news segment, Wo-Chien's News Corner, news brought to you at a snail's pace. 10 years ago this week, very timely, the Hoopa movie released on Cartoon Network.
Speaking of
Hoopa. Speaking of
Hoopa and movies, we did just...
Yeah. All right. Well, with that, guys, we've got a topic to get to. So we're going to go ahead and kick it on over to our topic. Welcome to our topic. Our topic this week is interesting. I love, we don't do a lot of these super often, and I love when like a good like topic like this comes up. Our topic this week is associated with the fact that IGN and Nintendo Life paired up very recently to make a list of the top 100 Nintendo games. And while all three of us are definitely very big Nintendo fans, this is not a Nintendo podcast. Maybe this is something that is, again, like a Patreon exclusive type deal. I say this all the time, and we don't make a Patreon exclusive type deal. Maybe we should, because I think there's a lot to be said here, and I really want to dive into it. I have a lot of feelings as a Nintendo fan about this list, but as a Pokemon fan, I also have feelings.
Right.
I wanted to take the time for us to mention the Pokemon games that made this top 100 list. See if we believe that they are either getting the recognition they deserve, or two, maybe they're a little overrated in terms of this list. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's jump in. I think that I have the list on screen if people are watching the video version, but I know the vast majority of you do not. But in 15 on this list, this is the top 100 Nintendo games. We have our first Pokemon game. So Pokemon doesn't hit the list until number 15. And
you mean number 60 first, because it's going downwards.
Well, I'm starting from the top and going down. I'm starting from the top and going down. So number 15 is the highest Pokemon gets on this list. And I don't entirely agree with that. That's a discussion probably for another day. But what the game they go with at number 15 is Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And what I will say, my feelings are about the way that this list is made is it's definitely made from like the very general gamer's point of view. And we're Pokemon fans. And so things are a little bit outside of that, right? Granted, and this is a lot of rose-colored glasses from Thatch. Johto is my favorite region of all time.
Yeah, I'm here.
And I really enjoyed Heart Gold and Soul Silver. They were very solid experiences. They shoved a lot of game into those games. And for the time, I thought they were pretty much the penultimate Pokemon game.
Yeah, I think so. And I think that's what a lot of it is, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, it is pretty much despite the fact that it is bounded by the flaw of the Johto region leveling issues, like where you can get it's so hard to grind in that game. However, like, it is honestly a very pretty and like an enjoyable experience on the DS.
Oh yeah.
And just like they added enough features to like make it like worth you while. You have the little Pokathlon for like your little silly mini game thing. You get the Safari Zone back in a new and interesting way. You get the Pokewalker. It was the first time you got to walk out with your Pokemon as well. And that was like, that was just like, that was one of the big things that just like, oh my gosh, when did we get a walking Pokemon behind us again?
Yeah.
We waited, till Gen 8 till we got that back.
Yeah, I genuinely believe
that was a feature from this game. You kept always coming back to it,
I think this game is just great, and it's very replayable. It's done just so well. I don't know that I would disagree with the best Pokemon game in this list being Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver.
Right. So that's where I think it expands.
Oh, you just cut out there, Jushiro. We lost you. Hopefully he's okay.
Be put on this list. Now the fact that Heart Gold and Soul Silver is here, I suppose is because it's over the original Gold and Silver. Which, if we come,
for sure,
tit for tat. To me, even though I am a lover of all generations except Generation 3,
really? Oh man. Okay, we're gonna have an interesting conversation. We're gonna have an interesting conversation.
Zero lower. Gen 3 has always been my least favorite generation.
We're gonna have a discussion.
Anyway, that's not a here and there. But gold and silver for the longest time were my favorite games from the whole Pokemon. So I cannot not disagree that it should be at least
Yeah.
in the position of its being the best of the available Pokemon. Yeah, I love it.
I also want to just comment really briefly because this is like a Thatch bingo card moment, and Shark triggered it. That the leveling problem in Pokemon Gold and Silver and Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver is not a leveling problem. You're all just playing the game wrong. Just throwing it out there. You're just all playing the game wrong. You're supposed to run around back and forth and level up your Pokemon and take your time and not blitz through it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you're supposed to grind.
You're supposed to take your time and grind, and that is how Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver is meant to be played.
You don't speed run when you're just doing a regular run.
Yeah. And that reduces the grinding problem. I don't disagree that the levels are kind of low, but they want you this was like kind of trying to be a open world Pokemon before open world Pokemon, and they wanted you to be able to go, like, you can get to Ecruteak City and then go right and go to Mahogany Town, and you could go get that badge pretty early in the game, relative to some of the other stuff. So
yeah, you could get that early and it be lower level than Jasmine.
Yeah.
That's it's so weird. It is
the game is very
weird
weird because it just wanted you to just go on your own adventure. Pokemon used to be much more Pokemon used to include way more headcanon, especially in the early generations. Now Pokemon has like a very grand story, and granted, the story in Scarlet and Violet was phenomenal. And I would even argue like the Legends EA is also phenomenal. Like, they're doing a great job in that department. Yeah. But Pokemon used to just be like, think about what this adventure is in your head. This is your adventure.
Yeah.
And Gold and Silver really captured that.
Yeah.
Gold and Silver really captured
Absolutely.
that. Okay, so the next game on this list is at number 27, and it is the original Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow. And I don't know, man. Okay, I don't know if anybody's tried to play these games recently.
As games themselves have not aged very well.
Like OG,
they have aged like they've aged like milk. A lot of it. There's
Pokemon.
A lot of little silly things with the game for sure.
Yeah. Pokemon hasn't become modern Pokemon until Generation 4. That is something I've learned going back to old Pokemon games. And it's not even just saying something like the physical special split, which doesn't exist. You don't even have the special defense, special attack split in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. But like that aside, I don't think that was like very important to the Pokemon franchise. What I think is more so is like, one, the move pools just like aren't that good. I'm not gonna lie to you. That the move pool,
like the levels, the move pools,
yeah, no, it's bad. Like, it's not good.
Now
the headcanon, the masterpiece. Honestly, I'm still a sucker for the Pokemon sprites in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow.
I love it when I see online when they do the sprites of new Pokemon.
Yes. Oh man, I love it. It is one of my favorite
10
things.
10 out of 10. Keep doing it, guys. If you're listening to this, I love you.
Yeah.
Every one of your arts.
Yeah, like Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, I think are fine. I just think they're just hard to play nowadays.
Right. I mean, we're and your critique is 100% right. I just think that in this being a Nintendo list, they're not going into the specific of how good of a Pokemon is, just how good of a game it is. And in terms of being a game, they're really big. I mean, it started,
especially if you consider the context. Right? Especially if you consider the context, right? Like, at the time, no matter what we think of the games, they were very, very big when they came out.
Right? They were
exactly. Phenomenal. It was a phenomenon.
Yeah, a complete phenomenon. Every single mom that said like, "Oh, this is just a phase," really
tell me about it.
Did not get how big and influential Pokemon is when it hit the store. Everyone was playing it. I mean, every nerd out there was playing it.
That is actually a complete aside. That comment you just made, Jushiro, that is the worst part about running this Pokemon podcast, is that every time I go and see my mother, and she goes, "How's Puckle doing?" And she goes, "It's just a fad," and she like makes fun of herself, and I'm like, I just don't need to hear that joke for the 700th time again. You know, like
I bring it up every time. I bring it up every time when I'm talking to mom. Oh, mom never said that it was just a fad, but a lot of friends, moms did, and I just laugh every time. Anyway,
my mom definitely did. I mean, granted, I think it almost was. I mean, Pokemon could have fumbled the bag very easily in around Gen 3. And I don't think they almost did, but they didn't quite.
But I think by the time we get to Gen 3, it already had cemented itself in our.
It had done a very good job. I just they could have made it a lot smaller than it would have been than it is now, right?
Yeah.
Gen 3 was definitely a turning point.
It could have faded into time, but no, they did just enough to get it there, and it just kept growing into what it's become.
I could have seen it go like the way of like a Fire Emblem after that, you know? Like where it could
come in and out as being, you know, you get one really good game and then otherwise, kind of
exactly
in and out.
Yeah. The other Pokemon game.
I agree. Yeah.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Shark. I don't want to move on.
I agree. This has to be on the list, and I think it's probably about right. I don't think I could justify it as a top 20 Nintendo game.
Oh, for sure.
But I think it's just in the right slot where I'm happy that Pokemon got to have its flagship game put on this list. Right.
Well, I think
right in the top
I think it
30.
also makes sense because I mean there aren't a lot of games in like the top 10 on this list that are the first of its franchise. Because it just doesn't make sense. A lot of these games developed over time and then like made big moves over time. Like a good example of that is like the Ocarina of Time. With the exception of Tetris was just like its own thing. Like that's its own thing. That was a marketing genius, which I think the Game Boy in general just was overall. But the last game on this list that was a Pokemon game, which is surprising to me that this is the last game, and maybe the one that I don't entirely agree with being on this list over maybe another Pokemon title, was Pokemon Black and White 2. They made this list, and while I think they are good games, I think Pokemon Black and White 2 are really fun to play. They are some of the worst selling Pokemon games of all time. And I don't know, like we talked about Heart Gold and Soul Silver being so influential at the time. We've talked about Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow being so influential at the time, and I feel like Black 2 and White 2 are like the odd ones out in that discussion, because at the time they were like, I mean, granted, all three of us played them when they came out, but they were good games, and I think we all praised them when they came out. But it came at a really weird time in the Pokemon franchise because Pokemon Black and White kind of flopped a little bit. Because nobody really
they course corrected the issue of the decks.
Yeah, well, nobody
decks of the first bit.
It turned out like they kind of just misread the community, and nobody wanted a soft reboot of the Pokemon franchise. Like nobody wanted that. And I mean, Gen 5 in general is probably the reason, like, is the unfortunate reason that we kind of have the modern Pokemon formula that we do for Pokemon games. Thank God they got away from like the little island aspect though. Like that makes me feel a lot better. I do really, Black 2, White 2, phenomenal games, but I just don't know that I would ever be like, man, this is like a genre defining game. It was a recovery. Like it was the rebound shot, you know, for the Pokemon franchise. And while it was like they got the bucket, you know, they scored on Black and White 2. I just don't know that I would be like, yeah, you know, if I had to put a third Pokemon game on this list, it's going to be Black and White 2. I would maybe, if Scarlet and Violet didn't come out as buggy as it did, I would maybe suggest it. I think Scarlet and Violet are very, very good games, especially now on the Switch 2 version. I don't know if you've had the time yet, Jushiro, because you got your Switch 2 just recently, But the free update for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet on the Switch 2 fixes the game.
I did download it, and I played only like 30 seconds, but it looked really good.
It's so much better. It is so much better.
It looks and plays 100 times better.
Yeah,
I really didn't believe that it was the same game.
The saddest part about the Switch 2 version of Scarlet and Violet is that I can say that it feels like a completely different game, which means it was just playing that poorly to begin with.
Yeah, exactly. It's really crazy. But I really think Black 2, like, it really, I mean, despite, like, it may not have had the impact then, but I still think it's actually really replayable still.
Oh,
and
no.
I think there's still a lot of the
It is.
story. It's still got a lot of the features that is our mainstay in Pokemon games. And
Gen 5 and the DS Pokemon games, not the 3DS, but the DS Pokemon games, were, I feel like, the last time that they tried to shove as much as they could into a Pokemon game. Like, and that's not saying that it's entirely a necessity, but it was the last time. And that's because we didn't get, like, it's not 3D. So that's probably why they were able to spend more time on things like that. But with it, they just like pack so much in Gen 5. Like, when I think of Black 2, White 2, I think of like the Reggies to go get Regigigas. They have the keys for those. They also have there's technically the hard mode, easy mode, which is horribly implemented and should not actually be taken seriously.
You've got Interlink, you've got Interlink, you've got the Black Tree, Black
the
City,
feature,
White Tree.
Feature I think is the coolest is if you played Pokemon Black or White, you can connect it to your Black 2, White 2, and you can get like little memories that explain even more of the backstory to Pokemon Black and White, and ends Pokemon, which I think is even cooler, because like in the lore of N for Pokemon in Gen 5, N actually would have a different team every time you encountered him, and which, because in the lore he would just release them back to the wild because he cared about Pokemon that much. He didn't want to keep them in Pokeballs, and so you can actually go and catch N's Pokemon from the battles in Pokemon Black and White, which I think is really cool.
Recapture them from freedom.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So I do agree with you guys. So Black 2 and White, Black and White 2, I do see them as the epitome, the top of the 2D Pokemon. Where this is as good.
I would agree with that.
This is as good as it gets, right? I really do have fond memories of Black 2, and me even thinking, guys, I'm not that hardcore in the competitive side, but I always held Black and White 2 in a higher standard that I think the competitive community does.
Gen 5 competitive was pretty trash.
Right.
Like
I didn't know. It makes total sense.
You did? Wait, you didn't know?
Good.
But as a gamer, right?
Jushiro, I'm gonna read you. I need to read you this quote before we go too far. For the Gen 5, I need to find it. Not Pokemon Showdown. I need the strategy Pokedex on Smogon.com. We're gonna go to the Black and White meta, and I'm gonna give you the page for Hydreigon. And I'm gonna read you a sentence, because typically when you play competitive Pokemon, there are Pokemon that are known as checks, which are Pokemon that can slightly answer the Pokemon. Like you can switch in maybe once and do something. But then you have Pokemon that are counters, which is this Pokemon just defeats this Pokemon flat out, like on a 1v1. Right. And for a healthy meta, everything should have a counter. That way you can play around things. Yeah.
Okay.
So
something like a Florges, doesn't only has fairy or grass moves. You throw in a steel, that's a counter.
Yep.
That's a clear counter.
Yeah. They took it out, so it's not as funny anymore. Okay. They used to say it on Smogon. It's not there anymore. That makes me really sad, actually.
What does it say? That
it used to say Hydreigon has no counters. And yeah, it had checks but no counters. And it more or
okay.
less says that in a lot more words now.
Okay.
But Hydreigon has
Well,
no
that
counters.
makes sense.
Well, so
Um,
that's actually why that's why Pokemon X and Y was such a big deal. And honestly, I almost think that X and Y, I might
Well,
almost put X
wait,
and
wait,
Y
wait. Let me get
higher
there.
higher than Black, White, and
Let me
Black
get
2,
there.
White 2.
That was where I was heading at. That was
Okay.
where I was headed at. Like I see Black and White 2 as the epitome of what the 2D are. Now, if you ask me as a gamer, generic gamer, not looking at the specific
Yeah.
of, being Pokemon, X and Y gave me the same feeling that I had when I played
Mhm.
Mario 64 for the first time.
Yes, exactly.
Where it's like, oh my God, this is the next generation of Pokemon. Regardless of whether or not the meta or the Pokemon, no, it's just like this X and Y is what it felt like. This is what is next. And I remember playing X and Y with that feeling of Mario 64 that many people just chase because that was an experience. Same thing with people that played Ocarina of Time as they jumped from A Link to the Past. It's just like seeing how the next generation of it actually feels, and it's a good game. It's great. X and Y just delivered on that, and that's why I do agree with you what you were saying, Thatch.
Yeah.
But I think that despite me thinking that Black and White version 2 are the epitome of the 2D games, I still think X and Y just delivers more in terms of just being
I think it's just
more amazing game.
I think it's also more influential. And I mean,
Yes.
this list does read to me as like a very general Nintendo gamer, who obviously like really, really like Zelda, but that's neither here nor there. And I do think that like X and Y is probably a more impactful Pokemon game than Pokemon Black 2, White 2. It moved us to 3D. It gave us the idea of generational gimmicks. It also just feels weird on a list that also includes Heart Gold Soul Silver, which is essentially on the same engine.
That's not.
It feels weird. It feels weird, and I think Pokemon X and Y probably gave us more, and I think it honestly was part of the. A lot of people like to say Pokemon Go is what really revitalized Pokemon later on. I kind of disagree with that. I think Pokemon X and Y led to what Pokemon Go could be. And that really started it. I mean, the flop of Pokemon Black and White also just like set in motion a lot of things that were set in motion by Pokemon X and Y, that were implemented in Pokemon X and Y. One was, hey, let's hang on to the past a little bit, which we can all argue about how much we dislike that Charizard is just getting so much love all the time. If Charizard Z is in this DLC, so help me God. And but I mean, it was a good bang. Like it's a banger, man. Like being able to go and take those old Pokemon and get a fresh coat of paint on them and get a little bit of respect. Like, it even makes more sense now as like I get older, right? And I'm at a place where like I'm considering kids, and I go, well, I could play Pokemon with my kids and like be like, yeah, I know that Pokemon because that's like Blastoise is mine and it's in this game and I know him, and we're gonna remember that for the rest of time. But you know what? Your favorite one's going to be Sprigatito now because that's the cute cat on the screen. And I think there's something powerful with that and makes Pokemon have more longevity than if it were to be a game where it's just like we're going to wipe the roster every single game. Right. Which is what Pokemon Black and White were trying to set us up for, was every game new, which is honestly, fun fact, Jushiro, I don't know if you knew this about your least favorite games in the franchise. Which is Pokemon Gen 3. But Gen 3 was supposed to be exactly what they did with Gen 5.
I know.
They were going to do a reboot.
That's what I remembered why I have such strong negative feelings with it.
The only thing that saved Pokemon, I think it was an accident where they just did not have enough time to build a full dex of 200 Pokemon in the development of Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. And so to fill out the decks, they were forced to use old Pokemon to fill out the decks, which meant that they had to remember that like their old Pokemon existed and not cut off every game from each other.
Best accident ever.
It was the best accident ever. Exactly. Because without that, I mean, it's the reason that we had so many emotions behind Dexit years ago. Is just that connectivity and how forever those Pokemon feel. And I think the way that we have in modern Pokemon, and it feels a little stale, and maybe that's just to me, somebody who like consumes way too much Pokemon, is the pattern that we're in. But looking at it, like if I'm somebody who probably makes a list like this, I'd probably go, yeah, Pokemon X and Y started us off on this thing where I could play Pokemon with my kid. I can relate to the newer generation by showing them the older generation, right? I mean, you also just look at like the most expensive cards in the TCG right now too. They're all like Charizard and Gengar cards, because those are the Pokemon people think are cool. But okay, that has been like Thatch's like really really long rant. We in the last few minutes of this topic, what I would really like to talk about, we talked about X and Y being a game that we think should be in this top 100, especially as opposed to Black and White 2. But some games that I think should have been up for consideration, and maybe they were. I didn't make this list, obviously. I want to talk a little bit about maybe some of the Pokemon spin-off games that were kind of influential. Kind of in the same way, like, okay, come on, bring Fit Adventures on here, guys. And Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I think something... I think there's an argument to be made for like Pokemon Snap or like Pokemon or new Pokemon Snap. I think those are two very influential games in terms of just like retro gaming.
I think they're good railgun shooter type of game, even though it's all photos and whatnot. I think it's unique in the genre, and as a kid, the idea of taking your game to Blockbuster just kind of made it fun and different.
Dude,
to get the little prints. So
yeah, I mean, in terms of,
I want one of those kiosks so bad. I want to buy one.
Facts.
Okay, actually, fun story. Bo texted me. This was maybe a year or two ago. Bo texted me, and he goes, "Do you have room in your house where I could just put one of these?" I was just like, I guess so. Why? He's like, I don't know where I would put it right now, and I'm in the middle of places, and I want to buy it. And I was just like, where's it at? And he's just like, it's in Texas. I'm like, how are we supposed to go get that? Actually, I talked to him about you, Shark. I was just like, I think Shark's down that way. Maybe we go. Maybe we call him Shark.
I probably would have figured out a way to do it.
Maybe we go pick up. We go talk to Shark. We talked to Shark and we figure out how to get this, and then Bo and I road trip down to Texas and pick up a Pokemon Snap kiosk.
Right.
Basically, it could have been like I safe haven it until you could safe haven it until he could safe haven it.
Dude, the Pokemon Snap kiosks, like those are so cool. But
that's another game.
I want one so bad.
Snap is one of those games that it feels like in the general sense of video games. Not specifically a Pokemon game, it's really up there because it created a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah,
around
I mean, I also wonder if they ignored it because it was part of like
Pokemon Snap.
I just wonder if they ignored it because it was like part of Pokemania, and they feel like they addressed Pokemania in the Red, Blue, Yellow selection. But I feel like Pokemania created good things too. You know what I mean? Other than Pokemania, like I think Pokemon Snap was solid. I mean, we could. I don't think like Pokemon Puzzle Challenge League or something like that is worth talking about. But I think Pokemon Snap itself is so cool.
Was it GameCube or was the N64 the puzzle game?
That was on N64, the puzzle game. So that one actually is kind of like, I wouldn't put that one up there because the puzzle game was actually another puzzle game, not Pokemon related whatsoever. And what they said is this probably isn't going to sell that well in the US. And so what they did is for the US audience, they put a Pokemon coat of paint on it.
They should do that more often. That was great.
That's why it's like full of anime characters as opposed to like in-game Pokemon characters. Is because they decided to put the Pokemon coat of paint on it. Yeah. I don't think that one's as impactful. It was definitely part of the like that's a game that I would be like, that's Pokemania. But Pokemon Snap, I think, is like its own unique thing.
Yeah.
Like the fact that people clamored for a Pokemon Snap 2 for the longest time, and then we got it, which is even cooler.
And it was good.
Yeah, new Pokemon Snap is slaps, guys. Like new Pokemon Snap
it's great.
is great. I love that game. I do. What were the sales numbers? Do we actually know?
I did not check.
Don't know. I know that's the only thing. I just don't know if it.
It probably didn't, because most things that people online think is universal.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
The fact that we got it, and
2.74 million is about where we got.
That's not too bad actually for a spin-off game. I think that beats Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX. So
there we go.
Yeah,
that's not too bad for a spin-off game. 3 million copies, 3 million copies. I'll take that. You know.
Yeah.
I think it's a really solid game, and if you don't own it or you're looking for a gift for your kids or something who are into Pokemon, 100% recommend new Pokemon Snap. 1000%. It's rated like a solid 8 out of 10 on everything. So if you like Pokemon Legends ZA, you're probably gonna love Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
And it's got Meganium on it.
Like that has a potential to sneak on the list for sure.
I think Pokemon Snap is like
honestly,
the one. That's like the one I think of. It's the one I think of.
It's interesting, and I'm like looking to see like what switched, like, because obviously we got all the the Game Boy titles, and it's like, well, could a 3DS or could a Switch game have cracked this list? And I'm just like, it's kind of hard. The Switch games each kind of have one kind of big fatal flaw that I think
big blemish. Yeah,
just keeps them off of it. I think ZA almost could do it, but it needs more time in the kitchen to really simmer to see. I think if some of this initial pushback gets away, and just kind of gauging, but that one is the only one I think could sneak on this list.
I disagree in that I think the more impactful Switch game would have probably been Pokemon Legends Arceus. I don't disagree there either. It's either of the Legend games could have snuck on this list. I think Legends Arceus is probably the more impactful. I think when Pokemon Legends Arceus came out, the reaction to that among the community and people who were playing it, a lot of people came back to Pokemon because of Pokemon Legends Arceus, because they saw that it was like so different and so cool, and Pokemon felt more adult. And you've got more of an open world field than you did in Pokemon Legends ZA. I think Legends ZA is cool. I think it's some cool flavor for the Pokemon world. It's very hard for me, and maybe this will change with the DLC, personally, to feel like it's a full Pokemon game, if that makes sense. Like, it's a really cool adventure, and honestly, they did a really good job with the characters. Like, every single character has a story. Like, there is no character.
Every single one is so good. Each one is so good.
Yeah, there's not a single character in that game that I'm just like, no, this is bad. Like, they're just not good. But I think from like a WoW perspective, like I think Legends ZA or Legends Arceus is probably the better choice.
Yeah. The only thing I think that holds Arceus down is the battle mechanic.
Yes,
it's just not
the battle mechanic, and there are
so floppy.
There are some performance issues as well. I still think of like the 3 frames per second Staraptor out in the distance or something like that. But
that's where I agree with Thatch in that we're not here really comparing it to other Pokemon games as we are comparing to a gaming experience. And when it comes to gaming experience, then Pokemon Legends gives you that next step of Pokemon that you that you just like, oh yeah, this is where Pokemon should be going.
Like when I think even when I think of like I mean, whoever wrote this list like really loves Zelda, and when I think of Zelda, like a lot of the top games,
he says that because the number 2 is Breath of the Wild and the number 1 was Tears of Kingdom,
which is the wrong ordering. Just throwing it out there, this list is wrong just because of that. But also
but pretty much all the Legend of Zelda titles are on this list.
Yes,
like except for like, you know, the one that was on the CD. I don't remember what that one was called.
The Philips CDI.
It's basically the one where all the memes come from.
Yeah,
it's basically those, but everything else from like Twilight Princess onward Like you got all the Game Boys and all the big ones.
A link between worlds did not need to be on this list. Okay, just
it really didn't.
But like Breath of the Wild was very game changing and changed the paradigm shift for Legend of Zelda. Ocarina of Time is honestly the progenesis of many adventure games that exist. And the cultural impact of that is ginormous. And so when I think of stuff like that, I do think of like Pokemon Legends Arceus being a step similar, at least for the Pokemon franchise, not as like a video game franchise as a whole. Like Pokemon Pokemon is such a massive franchise that I think it's very difficult for them to take risks with the game. And they do play it very safe and close to the heart, because what they really want to do at the end of the day is sell me a plush, which they've done a very good job of over the years. And I do think that Legends Arceus, though, probably is more representative of that shift than Legends ZA is.
Agreed.
I agree. I can agree with that. I think Arceus or ZA might, with the DLC, be able to crack have enough gameplay to outweigh that.
See.
But I think as it stands, I don't disagree that Arceus has a real argument for sure to be on this list for sure.
I think Arceus,
of the Switch games,
so.
those are the two I think well, obviously New Snap, we have that other as a spin-off, but like as a mainline game, those are the two. I don't think
it could
Scarlet
go where
Violet
Toad Treasure Tracker
Sword and
is.
Shield quite kit there.
It could literally go where Toad Treasure Tracker goes. Like that's where it could go there. What a bad, take that one out. Toad Treasure Tracker is a fine game, but it doesn't belong on this list. All right. Well, that is, I think, a good natural stopping point. We're going to go ahead. You in the email listening to the show, let us know if you think another Pokemon game should end up on this top 100 list of Nintendo games. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Send that into puclpodcast@gmail.com. But with that, we're going to go and kick it on over to Puckle's PokeQuiz, where we're going to quiz your co-host on their insane Pokemon knowledge.
Oh, hi, and welcome to the PokeQuiz, the part of the show where we quiz our co-hosts on their insane Pokemon knowledge. I'm Mark from the Dunsparce Gang, here to explain the rules. Our fabulous co-hosts will work as a team to answer 5 Pokemon-themed trivia questions that fans have submitted on the Discord server. Each question is worth 1 point, with Pokedex and multiple answer questions worth more, for a total of 7 points. The host can use a free hint at any time. If they get all the answers correct and do not use the hint, they can cash it in for an 8th point.
Welcome to our PokeQuiz. Thank you for that introduction, Mark from the Dunsparce Gang. I want to remind everybody that Professor Oak says you can submit your questions over at pucklediscord.com. We're going to need some hard ones, actually, coming up for the final tournament. This is actually the final show, everybody, before the ladder resets. The good news is to everybody that Shark has a chance here to make it to the top 4 today if he gets a perfect score and then does well on the bonus question. Jushiro, you've locked yourself in, so you're just playing for fun. You can choose to help Shark or not.
Of course I would.
You're making it in. You guys are going to compete. You got it.
Would I?
You got to compete for that $25 Chuck E. Cheese coupon, okay?
Exactly.
If you get a free drink with an order of breadsticks or something.
Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah.
Oh, right, non-alcoholic. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Charles Cheese. Right.
So I swear, I think I heard something. They're trying to make an adult, like something for
they
adults.
They were. I don't actually.
What, no, they're trying to do something.
They opened like an adult version. Okay, never mind. We're in the PokeQuiz.
Okay. Just to finish the Chuck E. Cheese facts, they also arrested someone not too long ago while they were wearing the Chuck E. Cheese costume because they were at
Nope. Okay. So moving on. I have a lot of Chuck E. Cheese facts, more than any human being should. All right, here we go. All right, our first question is a general trivia question. This is from Slate Slabrock. Slate Slabrock. In Pokemon Black and White 2, apparently the number 660 Pokemon game or Nintendo game of all time. What profession did the player's character's mother formerly have? This was the easier of my choices, by the way. Yeah, your
Black
mother.
And White 2?
In Black and White 2, your mom had a job previous to, I guess, being a stay-at-home mom.
When was the fashion thing? Not the fashion, the Pokemon contest.
Contest was Gen 4, Ride on Rider was Gen 6.
Well, we gotta get in between.
Yeah.
The fact that you guys remembered those is pretty impressive, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, because I remember that the mom always had like some sort of when there was a B-side battle thing, like the contest, the mom was involved in some way.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, this is actually the first game where like your mom like shows up in the post credits because like in the credit sequence, like you go back home at the end and your mom's like waiting outside for you because she's so proud, and it's like the biggest moment that almost makes me cry.
Yeah.
In any Pokemon game.
Yeah. I kind of want to say like Pokemon Center Lady.
Are you locking that in?
That's what I think. I'm going to lock that in because I swear I do like low-key, like some factoid video. I heard that or something. Like, that's what I feel like.
I'm going to go with it because
that's the only thing I can think of.
That is,
remember, but yeah.
That is correct, Shark. She was a Pokemon Center receptionist. Yeah.
Amazing.
There we go.
Crazy. What a crazy, like, just yank out of the universe.
Yep.
That's the only, that's the only thing that made sense.
You're still alive then, Shark. You're still alive.
Brought up much, but yeah.
We're going to get you there, Shark.
Yep.
All right. Your second question is from Ditto on the Payroll. Who is the only Pokemon in the core series that evolves through the use of a key item?
What?
Who is the only Pokemon in the core series that evolves through the use of a key item? An item in your key item bag is used to evolve a certain Pokemon. Who is the Pokemon that evolves with that key item? I'm going to be honest with you guys. These were the easier questions that I was offered.
That's fine.
Okay, no, that's a good questions because I'm trying to.
Chiming is coming to mind, but I don't know if that's right.
Who?
Chiming.
Shaman? Shaman doesn't evolve.
Oh, right. It's evolution, not change form.
Yeah, that's a form transformation.
Yeah, you're right.
And then, the key items. I'm trying to think of what key items.
Like bike.
This is a hard question. This is a hard question.
It's interesting. It's a good question. I'm trying to think because of like you gotta go like. It's got to be like a early-ish gen. I'm trying to think of how early though. Is it like a Gen 6 or 7 Pokemon, or is it earlier than that?
No,
I'm trying to think because of like that upside down.
This is
none of the Pokemon
This is a hard question. This is a very hard question. It's a bear of a question.
6, 7, or 8. Because those introduce weird methods. Trying to think, it's either like a weird key item.
Yeah.
But it's only one Pokemon though.
Only one Pokemon. Yeah.
Only one Pokemon. So then it has to be a later gen
Pokemon. Yeah, it's a promotional Pokemon, which means it's a Pokemon that is like on a cover or something.
Only evolves with a key item.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very evolved by level.
I did not know that these items were key items, which is even weirder.
Oh, that's the not Meltan, not
you can fight through it. You got this, guys.
Pokemon Gen 6. You evolved by that. You evolved by. I know you all evolved by items though. No, you're not a key item.
Change, not an evolution, and it freaks me out.
Yeah, that's the problem. See, I keep running through all the Gen 6 decks, but no, those evolve by items. Well, like anything evolves by items are either held or a single
Boy, I
use.
think it's like an earlier gen, but I can't guarantee that.
Oh, I didn't know that about this. Okay, cool. No,
If Thatch was saying that he was surprised, then I don't think we're gonna get it.
I was surprised. This is a bear of a question.
That is a good question for sure.
It's a-
Because I'm just like,
yeah, it's
do we
quite
have
the
a-
bear.
well,
You do
hold
have a
on.
hint.
Okay, you know what? Let me think. I have. Okay, hold on. I have a thought. I got to think
I
about.
think you can
thoughts.
fight through it. You can
We
fight
gotta
through
think
this.
about
You can figure it
Hisui.
out.
Let's think about Hisui for a second here.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's
What
think of
about
Hisui Mons. Hisui Mons, you have Weird Ear
I'm gonna need an answer here,
that
guys.
evolves by a move. You've got that. You've got
I don't think this turn of thought is
Overquill
gonna
by
get it.
move. Sneasler is Razor Claw or is still a Razor.
You guys aren't
trying to think.
Whimsicott.
The
Whimsicott would
Gudra
have figured it out.
I think
I
Thatch
said-
is giving us some signal.
I've said so many hints on.
Yeah, wait. I missed the hints because I was talking in my brain.
You're talking in your brain. It's a bear of a question. You guys can fight through it. You can figure it out.
Oh, it's Urshifu.
Are you locking that in?
because those stupid little the stupid scrolls are key items.
Yeah, Kung Fu
Let's
is the
lock that
answer.
in.
Yeah, Kung Fu is the answer. Yeah,
Wow.
because those scrolls are
Whoosh.
key items in
Whoosh,
Pokemon
whoosh,
Scarlet and
whoosh,
Violet.
whoosh. All of that went over my head.
Yeah, it always does.
Golly, I forgot about those.
Whimsicott
Oh
always
my
tells me when
gosh.
she listens to the show, and I do because I do this all the time. She's just like, they just miss your obvious hints.
Yep. Nope. I caught it again once I was like,
Yeah.
yes, those guys. And it was a legendary Pokemon. I should have kept going
And
on.
box
I was
art.
getting
And box
close,
art,
though.
kind of. It was kind of a box art, right? Because it was for the DLC.
You know, box art of a DLC, yeah. Nope,
Mhm.
it was right there. I went to Hisui and I should have just went like a couple dex entries
Mhm.
back. I was like, let's check those games. One of those might be a key item. Yeah, no, if I just went a little bit back. Oh well.
All right. Well,
All
you're
right.
2 for 2. Your next question is your Pokedex entry. This first question, or both entries, they're both from Just Ben. And the first one is from Pokemon X. It is said that several of this Pokemon gather under giant leaves and live together in harmony. It is said that several of these Pokemon gather under giant leaves and live together in harmony.
Under giant leaves and leaves together somewhere. I have no clue.
And live in harmony. Okay, I'm
This is a weird
defaulting to
entry for these-
like. It seems like a weird entry because of like I
Yeah.
go
a
to
weird
like
entry. I
grass.
have no idea. Yeah, it gives me no real solid direction where to go in my thoughts.
It's like grass type or like a monkey
Or
or
bug,
like
or yeah.
be a bug too. There's a lot of things it could be.
there-
Petlil?
You want to lock that in?
Petlil.
We'll let you lock in Petlil.
yeah.
That Petlil looks like it feels like it could be something like that. I am trying to think of anything else, and that was the only thing that kind of like caught my eyes here.
Yeah, let's go with it.
Small grass fit, could be in harmony. I'm gonna go with that.
All right. Well, your next entry is going to come to you from Pokemon Sapphire. Regular Sapphire.
Okay.
Okay, so definitely Petlil.
Definitely not Petlil.
Yeah, absolutely not.
That
Darn.
first entry is so wild to me based on the second entry, by the way. It survives by eating only snow and ice. Old folklore
Jesus
claims that
Christ.
a house visited by this Pokemon is sure to prosper for many generations to come.
I am so confused.
They gather under leaves and then this.
What is going on? It makes no sense.
So I think it's a grass type.
Grass or bug or monkey.
So, which game was the first one on?
The first one was on X. This one's on Sapphire, so it can only be Gen 3 or earlier.
Yeah.
It's so eats
Is this
ice.
this wasn't like a mistype, right? Was it? I need to check myself. Yeah,
I mean,
eats
my
snow
first
and
thought
ice.
is
And if it comes to your house, it's sure to you're sure to prosper.
kind of just want to go with like snow runt.
No, but that because
Snow runt or glalie are kind of like the two that I go to because those are like. I feel like snow runt's a little.
If you give me either the line, I just always take the whole line.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with snow runt as what I think because I feel like those would be the ones to hide. Again, it's small. It would huddle up. It'll hide under leaves.
That is correct. That is correct. It is snow runt. It is snow runt. Exactly.
Never in a million years.
Louise, a snow runt. What
Good
the
job.
heck? Dude.
3 for 3 there.
Oh my god.
Your next question is your multi-answer question, as always. You can get up to 3 points here. I only need 3 answers. There are 4. This is from P. McGee, so you know it's going to be fun. What 4 attacks change the type of the opposing Pokemon?
Trick or treat.
You do have to lock them when you get 3
Enforce
strikes. Those are both correct.
Lock those 2 in.
Those are
because
both
those are
correct.
the first ones to really do it.
Grass and Ghost are correct. I don't think they were the first ones to do
Your
it.
opponents, or it could be yourself.
Only the opponents. You have to use it on that Pokemon, and you can't use it on yourself.
Okay.
Third one is Magic Powder, which
Magic
is the
Powder is-
weirdest exclusive move of Hatterene.
Yep, that is correct. It is Magic Powder. There's one more, but you have all the points. I will tell you if you don't want to guess, I can tell you it.
I have no idea, so go ahead.
Oh no! Wait, that's yourself again.
It's Soak. Soak is the move. I believe Soak was first.
There we go.
I believe Soak was
The
first.
first one that I said.
Wait, you said Soak?
I said Soak. That's the very first one that I said. I just
Oh,
said it at the
I didn't
same
hear
time
you.
that Shark said the other one. So,
I just didn't hear you. Oh, you got
my
all 4
bad.
then. You got all 4.
Yeah.
Hooray!
That's why we said like, both of them are right. I thought you were counting Soak.
Yeah, so for those of you at home, Forest Curse, which turns your opponent into grass, Trick or Treat, which turns your opponent into a ghost, Soak, which turns your opponent into water, or Magic Powder, which turns your opponent into a psychic type. That gives you 3. You are 6 for 4. No hint yet, so you do have the hint, but you can obviously cash it in. This is from Vanillite Ice. It's gonna be a rough one. I don't think Jushiro is gonna help you here, Shark. What Pokemon with the ice body? What Pokemon with the ice body ability has the lowest base speed?
Oh yeah.
Oh Jesus!
Ice body with the lowest base speed.
Rick.
What
Okay.
did Ice Body
I
do?
have like 3 guesses. And I'm
It
just
heals you
trying to
in
remember
hail
now.
or snowstorm. Yeah.
It's
You have 3 guesses.
either Spheal, Bergmite, or Avalugg. And I'm just trying to remember, is Avalugg slower than Bergmite? And that's my issue right now. I'm like, which one is slower? Bergmite or
I have
Avalugg?
no idea which
I
one
will
would be.
give you the hint that for free that you have named the top 3 in this list. Those
There
are
you
the-
go. Okay.
Do
There
it.
you go.
Oh lordy. Oh gosh. What's slower?
You can do it, Shark.
Bergmite
You
or
got us.
Avalugg?
You got yourself up to this point. You can cross through the line.
Okay. Rain, remember. Hisuian Avalugg, lock it in.
There we go.
Hisuian Avalugg is unfortunately incorrect. Womp womp womp. The answer was Spheal. Spiel at 25.
Oh, darn
Um,
it. That's the second time I've gotten a Spiel question wrong on this
I know.
podcast.
Shame on you.
Shame.
So Spiel at 25. Avalug and Bergmite have the same speed at 28. And Hisuian Avalug, for some reason, is faster. And has
darn
a
it,
base.
I got it backwards.
Yeah,
Oh, shoot.
Hisuian Avalug has a base speed of 38.
I really did have the top three.
You did have the top three. I don't know why you went with a completely different Pokemon, but like that's fine.
I don't know why I went with a completely different Pokemon.
All right. Well, that gives you 6 points today. You aren't in the top. I will give you the chance to double them, I guess, if you would like. You do have a bonus question though, Shark. How many points would you like to wager today on this bonus question?
We are going with all of them.
All of them. You can go for 12. I don't know how much it matters. Jushiro, you've earned 6 points today as well. You cannot help Shark unless he asks for your help. We're going to see how many of these he can get or if he can double them. All right. This question is from
You'll know pretty fast if I can help him or not.
This is from Totodile Troop. The term shiny Pokemon was first created by fans based on the sparkling sound effect and the animation at the start of an encounter with one of the games. In what generation did the phrase shiny Pokemon start getting used officially in the Pokemon franchise?
I know this too. Oh gosh.
I remember when this happened because it was a big deal.
It was a really big deal. The answer is between 7 and 9, I believe. It is in that realm. Wait, and it just says officially used in a Pokemon game?
When did Pokemon the company start using shiny Pokemon as the way to refer to shiny Pokemon? Like the Pokemon company, not just the game, but the Pokemon company.
I'm going to it's 7 or 8. I was like, I think I want to say 7. Only because I think Pokemon Go pushed them to that point. I want to say the Pokemon Go game, when they started introducing shiny Pokemon in that game, which would have timed it around Gen 7. So I'm going to go with 7.
Generation 7 is unfortunately incorrect. It was way earlier. It was Generation 4. They started using it specifically when they were doing event Pokemon releases. They would call them, when they would release shiny versions of Pokemon in Generation 4, they would call them shiny Pokemon. And that was when they first started using the terminology. But womp womp.
Shit.
Unfortunately,
that makes sense. Yeah, darn it.
Unfortunately, that means you ran out of points there. 0 points for you today, Shark. But good try, valiant effort. We're going to tell you guys here in a second who your top 4 champions are. I need to go ahead and log in, but we're going to go ahead. We're going to change the board up real quick. I need to add the points. Jushiro, you earned 6 points today. That's the only thing that happened.
Yep.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and show it to everybody else. Everybody else, this is your list for this season of Puckle's PokeQuiz. We've got Claude9 and Jushiro tied for first place with 92 points.
Yes.
Our Sigma is in third with 90. Seth Vilo is in fourth with 89. Linian is in fifth with 85. Shark in sixth with 74. Seventh, the fluffiest Whimsicott with 62. 8th, Bocephus with 59, and Sublime Manic bringing up the rear there with, not the rear, but Sublime Manic with 43, and Shamu with 14. Our top 4, which you'll hear on the week of Christmas this year, will be Cloud9, Jushiro, R Sigma, Seth Vilo, Linian, or Cloud9, Jushiro, R Sigma, and Seth Vilo. That will be coming up very soon. They're going to compete for that $25 Chuck E. Cheese gift card. With that, guys, we're going to kick it on over to our Pokey Opinion. Welcome to Puckle's Pokey Opinion. This week, we got a question from our very own Lord Jushiro, who brought up a really good one, timely for the holiday season. We've got a question from him that says, well, I don't know what it says because he just told it to me, but what flying type Pokemon specifically would you be eating at Thanksgiving this year? I have my answer. I have such a canned answer. I have a canned answer.
Go ahead.
I say this every year because it really starts conversation. And I do believe it to be true. And my answer is always Ho-Oh.
Yes.
Ho-Oh looks like a turkey. It looks like a turkey.
It does.
And it comes pre-cooked.
It comes pre-cooked. Exactly. Ho-Oh is the answer.
I mean, it's hard to argue it for sure.
Ho-Oh is a turkey.
Some strong contenders as alternates for sure.
Okay, I'm open to them, but I'm eating a Ho-Oh.
One that's slightly more common, not by much, but slightly more common. But I know there's definitely some people in my family that are very much like the turkey leg people.
Okay.
You gotta get they don't go for the turkey. They gotta eat the big old turkey leg.
Right.
Like you're going to Ren Fair for Thanksgiving,
Exactly. Exactly. Ren Fair style, that's how they enjoy their Thanksgiving. They got to go for the big old drumstick. And the Pokemon I think that would have the best drumstick would be Galarian Zapdos.
Okay. That is a good contender.
Long legs Pokemon.
I was thinking the Dodrio, but you beat me there.
Dodrio's not bad too. Is a little more common,
Dodrio and Galarian Zapdos are pretty much the same Pokemon.
But it doesn't have that sass, that snap, that sap of electricity.
Galarian Zapdos does look like it's already seasoned. It does like it looks pre-seasoned, right? Like the coloration just kind of does it for me over Dodrio. Dodrio, I go, man, I gotta pluck a lot of feathers. And Galarian Zapdos, I'm looking at, I'm like, no, there's not that much work to do.
Right.
We're just there.
Dodrio's got some decent meat in there. That's a solid one for sure. I like that.
Yeah, the problem is like I feel like the neck might be gamey. And I'm a big proponent of like using all of the bird as much as you can, right? Like,
right.
It looks like it might be a little gamey. There doesn't look like there's as much meat on those legs as well.
Yeah, same as Tucanon. Too much beak, not enough meat.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Doesn't work.
Absolutely agree.
Flamigo is one I think would be kind of decent as a more common option. Obviously not as gourmet, but like, I mean, it's again another fighting type, so it's going to be a lot of muscle in there. So it's going to be a lot of good chunk right in that middle range for sure.
I can see that. I can see it.
Now we have to remember that alongside our favorite Pokemon bird, we also have to remember the sides. And I, for one, will always choose the Oddish salad with the cherub pie.
The Oddish salad? Did you say Oddish salad? Oddish?
Salad and cherub pie.
Cherubi pie.
Yep.
Or cherim? No, cherubi's better. Cherubi's better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. That makes sense. I'm also surprised that like none of us said Farfetch'd. I'm just throwing that out there.
Honestly, Farfetch'd, yeah, it comes with its own side dish.
It comes with its own leek. It comes with its own leek.
its own seasoning.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it comes with
If
its
we
own link.
hadn't have locked out flying type, we could have gone Surfetched, which is the real
Yeah.
veggie there.
That's true.
That would have
Big
been a
green
good
onion.
one too.
Big green onion.
A big old green onion.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. So this is probably just flavor for the people on the podcast. I don't know how many of them actually care about us as people. Probably very little. But that was meant to be a joke. But I think it'd be cool. What is your like favorite food that you look forward to at Thanksgiving? What is like your favorite food? Mine is green bean casserole. Like,
Yes.
Oh my gosh, let's go.
my
Really?
friend.
All three?
Actually, we all just
I
agree.
think we-
Green bean casserole's the winner of Thanksgiving because that's true,
Legitimately,
right?
it's mashed potato. To me, it's like mashed potatoes and gravy and green bean casserole. Those are both
Okay,
kind of like
okay,
the tide.
okay.
I actually make my own green bean casserole because that's
Yep. Yeah.
just the one.
Me
thing
too.
that I
That's what we
always
do. That's what
and I know it's not
we
like
thought. We found a
everyone else's
recipe.
favorite, so I just make
famous Thanksgiving recipe for in my Thanksgiving. It is my green bean casserole. I love
Yeah.
it.
We found a recipe years ago that we've just kind of kept using. That it uses soy sauce and it's delicious.
Oh yeah,
It's delicious.
not bad.
It's great.
I have to.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
now Pokemon
I
needs to
found
make a
a-
green bean casserole Pokemon. Thank you, please.
Yes, or at least a green bean Pokemon.
Or green bean. Yeah. We need this.
I mean-
I'm just saying.
I mean, your chikorita could almost be a little bean.
It's more like an onion. It's an onion. Like it's not a bean. It's an onion. I don't know. But yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. So everybody in the mailbag, we know your opinion on Pokemon games that should have been in the top 100 Nintendo games. And then we also need to know what flying type you're eating at Thanksgiving. And then 3, why is green bean casserole the best side dish in all of Thanksgiving? Let us know.
Come at us,
Yep.
bro.
Come at us. Sorry to everybody who's not celebrating Thanksgiving. Just letting you know. All right. With that's been our Poke Opinion. We're going to kick things on over then to our mailbag. Welcome to the mailbag. The mailbag is the part of the show where you can email us at puclpodcast@gmail.com. Where we'll probably read it on the show. Maybe. If not, it's going to be on our Discord server in the unread email section so everybody can check them out. I do read all of them. I really love all of the emails, and so please keep sending them in. Of course, I would be remiss if I didn't say this, but this segment is brought to you by the fictional energy drink Green Tauros, the energy drink that gives you hooves. Hooves. And we'll give the Green Tauros badge to anybody we deem worthy. With that, we've got 4 emails today, so we're going to get right into it. Our first email this week is going to be from Dane. And you sure, I believe you've got this one.
It's right, and it goes like, "Hey, Puckle, Trainer Dale here, responding to the recent bottom 5 new megas. My first top will be Dragalge. At first glance, I admit I thought it had a full witch hat. But the real thing still is very cool. And its dex entry is metal. Just want to add that. Next, for the top is for Alligator. He's my starter, and I named him Overbite. How creative.
Actually, that is creative, I think. I think that's actually pretty good.
I was very proud of myself when I named my shiny Tyranitar Bluetooth. So,
that's
yeah,
good too. Wow, that's actually really good, Jushiro.
That's in the same line for me.
Yeah.
Okay, I have Liquidation, Breaking Swipe, Ice Fang, and Crunch. Oh my god, so strategic. He says in parentheses. Next, I'll agree with Phalanx. It is the only way it could have been well done, and was executed perfectly.
It was.
Next, Delphox, probably my favorite new one. It's really powerful, and it's an actual witch. Plus, it destroys Mega Victreebel on the ladder. Finally, Scrafty. It is my Emma hoodie aesthetic. Of course, not very powerful, but moving on. Bottom time. First, Pyroar. I like the design choice of the fire kanji, but it doesn't change anything else. But the shiny is sick, and I'll give it that. Then, Dragonite. It is not creative. It is not
good, but
No,
yeah, that's
calm down. Calm down.
yeah.
It will be good one day. It will be good.
Dragonite Mega. So yeah,
It will be
that's
good
just
one
me.
day.
Yeah, it will be. That's all, folks. Next, Malamar. I was very disappointed with the stats, and the in-game reveal is not good. Now, Frostlass, it's tall, and that's it. Finally, Starmie. When I saw it, all I saw was the one image of the sexy Patrick, and I hate it. Okay, so I have to interject here. Because
Starmie's
I
wrong.
actually
Starmie's wrong.
love Mega Starmie. Sorry,
Mega Starmie's such a good choice.
I love
It's-
it. The moment yes, when you see it as a static picture, it's weird. When you
Mhm.
see that boy in action, it is the best thing.
Not
I
even
laugh so
just
hard.
that, but it's also like it plays into the being an alien aesthetic,
Yes.
right? Like
It reminds me of the
oh.
Earthbound one, the
Yes.
Starman.
Yes, exactly.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
Starman. That's absolutely its influence for sure.
Yeah. God, it's so good. I love it. Anyway, all right. That's all for now. I hope I've made y'all mad, and I shall flee before I get Porygon C conversion normal plate special attack EV trained hyper beamed in my arse. Dane. You didn't make us angry at all, although we do disagree with you on Starmie.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that, Dane. Our next email is going to come from that one Clodzire. And I believe Shark's got this one.
Yep. Hello, Thatch and Puckle crew. It's that one Cloudsire, previously known as Game Boy 451, but changed it for a more pronounceable, iconic feel. I'm here today, give my top and bottom 5 of New ZA Megas, but it's not going to be a regular top or bottom. It'll be a tasty top and bottom 5. That's right, get your baby bibs out because it's about to get messy. So here are our top 5 Michelin star Pokemon. Mega Skarmory. 3 words. Kalos fried Skarmory.
Okay.
Number 2, Mega Chestnut. What more can I say? It's just a chestnut, and you know what? It's about that time of year where chestnuts are roasting on an open Charizard. Of course, it will have a nutty taste, but maybe a little saltiness to help spice
Did
it
he
up.
predict our Poke question? Poke Opinion question?
Oh, maybe
Yeah, I know. I
actually.
was thinking the same thing. I'm like, this is really fitting.
Yeah, it's fitting. Yeah.
Yeah. Mega Victory Bell. I know what you're thinking. It's a giant sack of poison, but if you somehow stuff it into an oven and bake it alive, you have a really nice bun with some jam in it. A sweet and buttery combo.
This
You can see it
escalated.
in the Pokemon art channel on the Discord server. Ooh, we got some art to look at later.
Yeah.
Mega Embor. It's literally a pig, and it's already cooked itself. Now you just got to figure out how to kill it so you can eat it. And Mega Phalanx. A cruel but delicious idea. Just steam them and crack them open, and you got like a nice little oyster dish.
Oh, could you
Though I'd
imagine if
never
that was
do
the lore for Phalanx? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know, right? Just crack it with the little pointy one. And though I'd never do such a thing because Mega Phalanx is the best Pokemon of them all. I would say this Pokemon would make a scrumptious supper. Somehow below 1-star Pokemon. Mega Excadrill. You have to put a ton of work catching the Excadrill, cracking open its drill, trying not to die. All for what? A clump of dirt. That's what. Not something I would recommend even the dirtiest of eaters.
Okay.
Mega Electros. You're telling me the Game Freak Mega that is covered in actual mucus? Only the toddlers would attempt to eat this Pokemon and probably die in the process due to the electric currents.
These are all things, well, like eels are something you actually eat, though. Like, that's the thing that people eat.
Yeah, you clean it off. You just clean it off and it's fine.
Yeah.
And you can make a good eel sauce out of that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Probably.
Yeah. Mega Scrafty. I'm not eating something that's encased by its own dead skin. I do some crazy things like writing this email, but even I set boundaries. He's too cool to be eaten anyways. I'm gonna digress. Have you had like a remoulade or something like that? I mean, like even just like chicken, like, you know, you got the chicken skin. That's the crispy part, you know?
Mm-hmm.
albeit I don't disagree on Scrafty, but like
I have seen that South Park episode.
Right.
Be something to behold.
I have seen that South Park episode, so that checks out.
Yeah. Yep. Number 4, Mega Malamar. Why would you eat your friend Malamar?
Because it's calamari.
Exactly. That's
It's
true.
chewy.
But it's our friend Malamar, though. And number 5, Mega Dragalge. 1, it has no meat. 2, it's poisonous. 3, it would taste terrible. I have no more words. In retrospect, it's too much of a hassle to eat a Mega Pokemon anyways. You'd have to gain ultimate trust with it and battle hard just to end up betraying it and turn it into a meal. So for
Isn't
now,
that
I'll keep
every
my
animal
Victory Bell's
ever?
trust.
No.
Not every, but that's domesticated animals.
Could you imagine you're supposed to like make a personal bond with it, and then you're just like nom 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 nom.
To make baby cows turn into cows and then to just not good.
All right. Well, thank you for that email. That one, Claude Zire. Our next email is going to be from T-Bird328. How's it hanging, Puckle? I was pleasantly surprised with how many of the new Mega Evolutions I genuinely enjoy, and I would say most of them are real bangers. I wouldn't say I actively dislike most of the new ones. My bottom 5 are basically the ones that just didn't excite me as much as the others. Top 5. Mega Frostlass. By far my favorite new Mega. I might even put it in my top 5 overall. She's just so elegant and fearsome. Mega Malamar. My friend Malamar. Mega Victory Bell. I don't usually like Pokemon just because they look so goofy, but it definitely works for Mega Victory Bell. This is true. Mega Chandelure. How do you make a fiery chandelier Pokemon look even better? Make it an even bigger fiery chandelier. Number 5, Mega Skarmory. It looks like a member of a gold-plated robot army. It's here to mess you up. Honorable mention to Mega Zeraora. This would be in my top 5 if we were counting DLC Mega Evolutions. Bottom 5. Mega Dragonite. This was supposed to be the big surprise to introduce new Mega Evolutions. I just wasn't impressed. Mega Feraligatr. I promise this just isn't because Feraligatr is one of my least favorite starters. Its design is just a bigger thing on its back. No, the design is cool in the animation. It's going to look cool in Champions. I promise, guys. I promise. Mega Hawlucha. It's just a regular Hawlucha, but with a new mask and some stuff around its neck. Yeah, but I think it's cool.
I think it's cool too.
Mega Electros. I generally like Electros, but this just looks weird to me. Mega Pyroar. Correct answer. This is the definitive answer, by the way.
Yeah.
My first thought when I saw the design is...
Everyone in the Pokemon Discord, or our Discord says so.
Yeah. My first thought when I saw the design was, wait, how is this different from regular Pyroar? You're not wrong. It's only a few weeks until the DLC's released. There's still time to prepare Mega Charizard Z. Haha. Keep up the good work. T-Bird 328. If Mega Charizard Z comes out, I'm quitting Pokemon. All right, now because
promises they can't keep.
because this is the this is a top 5 bottom 5 episode. We do have an email from Tamal, and that is the note we would like to end our show on today. So we're gonna read this last email from Tamal. Good day, Puckle. Back in March, I wrote in with my top and bottom 5 Mega Pokemon ranked by huggability. But with the new Megas in Z to A, I knew I had to raise the stakes. So this time, I'm ranking them by how good or awful it would be if they glomped you. What's glomped mean? I don't know. This is a Gen Z thing, probably. For the uninitiated, a glomp is an unenthusiastic tackle hug, usually delivered at full sprint by people at anime conventions. Oh no.
Oh, I know exactly what they're talking about.
So picture this, you're in Lumio City, wandering the halls of Kanari-Con. Okay, that's a really funny reference. I like that. When suddenly you are glomped by a Mega Evolved Pokemon, which ones give you a wholesome con experience, and which ones give you which ones would land you in Dormes Bean Cemetery right next to your old pal AZ? Let's find out. Top 5. Number 5, Mega Meganium. It can't really run up on you that fast, but when it does get to you, it glomps you by wrapping its neck around you in a tight embrace. When its aroma is soothing and calming, just hope you don't have allergies. Otherwise, you're coming out of this glomp with streaming eyes and the worst hay fever snot stash of your life. Number 4, Mega Starmie. The master of the whole running up to you part of the glomp experience. Although it can't really take you by surprise because I just can't imagine a creature screeching a glass shattering as it comes at you on its slightly unsettling legs. Feels like being glomped by a sentient water balloon.
Army has always had a gnarly cry.
Yeah. Number 3, Mega Dragonite. It can glomp you with its head wings. Just imagine how nice it would be to have a soft, feathery glomp from the Mr. Rogers of the Pokemon world. Just ignore the fact that it almost weighs 300 kilos and could accidentally compress you into the world's happiest pancake. Number 2, Mega Clefable. A glomp from a Mega Clefable is transcendent. It's small and light and it won't squash you. It's soft and cuddly and it can control gravity around you so you two may end up floating in the air as it glomps you with its tiny pixie arms. Number 1, Mega Barbaracle. All the more hands to glomp you with, my dear. This creature runs up to you on its fancy, fabulous legs and gives you a fantastic glomp with its 8 arms. It's only mildly creepy that half of them are staring straight into your soul. Honorable mention, Mega Frostlass, because to quote my wife, who helped me again with this tier list, I just don't want her to glomp me. I want her to step on me. Oh my gosh.
Love it.
All right, here are the bottom 5. Number 5, Mega Victory Bell. If this thing is trying to glomp you, you won't get a say in the matter as it squashes you like a giant fleshing beanbag. And given the chaotic nature of glomping, it will probably spew its digestive juices as well. If the squashing you didn't get you, the stomach acids will. Number 4, Mega Electros. Let's ignore the vast amounts of electricity it can and will discharge for a moment. The real issue is that this thing glomps you with arms made out of snot. Arms made out of snot. It's like being in a ball pit at a children's center. Number 3, Mega Skarmory. Have you ever enjoyed a charcuterie board with the beautifully thin slices of prosciutto and salami? I have, yes. Well, if Mega Skarmory glomps you, those talons and wings are going to turn you into the human version of that. And you are not worth $59.99 a kilo. Number 2, Mega Feraligatr. You hear the rapid footsteps running up behind you. You feel the strong, scaly arms wrap around you tightly. You see Mega Feraligatr's jaws linked together, forming the lower jaw of its Mega Evolution. Then you hear, feel, and see nothing else, as if by instinct, the hood fin clamps down and turns you into Croc Chow. Number 1, Mega Dragalge. You get glomped by this thing, you better pray you live in a region with universal health care and a strong palliative care program. Congratulations. You now have approximately 6 to 12 months left to live. Honorable dismention, or dishonorable mention. Mega Zygarde, because you're being glomped by half a ton, 8-meter tall gun. Horrifying and dangerous in most regions, unless you hear from the Yeehaw Unova and you consider it a celebration of your Second Amendment rights. That's all for now. See for the full tier list. He did send a picture. We'll put it in the Discord server. And see you for the inevitable Mega Dimensions ranking, where I'll probably rank all the new Megas on how it would be if they gave you a big fat smooch. Cheers, mates. To Maul. Well, thank you for that. Thank you to everybody. Was there anybody you guys thought wrote a good email today that you think deserves a Green Taurus badge? Anybody you enjoyed particularly? I believe Dane. Okay, yeah. Dane's got it. Yeah, Dane, you get the Green Taurus badge. You got it. Let us know in the Discord server. We'll get it to you. With that, though, guys,
there we go.
If you want to email us next week, you can at puclpodcast@gmail.com. You can do so by answering the topic question, which is what Pokemon games you think should have ended up in a top 100 list of all the Nintendo games. Or you can tell us what Pokemon you're going to eat for Thanksgiving dinner. Additionally, you can let us know what your favorite Thanksgiving side is. Now, I will preface this by saying there isn't going to be a show that is going to be recorded between now and next week that will include these answers. We'll read these in 2 weeks. Next week, you guys actually get a special show. Jushiro will be back, where we're going to talk with Linian about what it's like to be a Pokemon fan in Japan, having all been in Japan and all have been Pokemon fans. So listen for that. It's going to be a slightly different episode next week, but I hope you're excited to hear it. But yes, if you would like to keep up with us throughout the week, the best way to do so is go over to our Discord at puclpodcast.com. You can follow us over at social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Blue Sky. Additionally, you can also follow us over at Twitch at twitch.tv/thepuclpodcast. You can follow us at YouTube, youtube.com/puclpodcast. And if you want to help support the show, you can do so by going to our Patreon at patreon.com/puclpodcast. With that, guys, that has been a show. I have been your host, Trainer Thatch.
Some say I've been Jushiro.
Been Sharkfinnagan.
And here in the Lavender Town Radio Tower, it's closing time.